going on, you crazy bastards? You're back here with Rob Kimball from sonsofwrestling.com for a WWE main event review. And we start off the show with a match that we had last night on WWE Raw. Miz and Mizdow versus Ziggler and our Ziggler. Now, this is an identity crisis match. Everyone wants to act like another person. Everyone wants to perform the other person's moves. You have Miz trying to act like Ziggler. You have our Ziggler, R-Truth, performing the moves of Ziggler. You have Damien Sandow obviously acting like Miz. So you get a lot of he's performing that guy's moves and he's performing that other guy's moves. What the hell? Anyway, it's gonna get old really quick, and that's just my opinion here. It's a decent match. You have some good talent out there, especially with Sandow, Truth, and Ziggler. Those guys rock in my book. And Miz, you know, he has a spot in my heart. So we move on to, like I said, everyone just doing what everyone else does. And you have the R Ziggler attempt of a zigzag. It totally fucked up, botched, horrible. Anyway, but he hit everything else perfectly. So I'm not taking anything away from R-Truth, because he's a great talent in the ring that is just not ever pushed, really, besides that racist thing in like 2011, which, whatever, it is what it is. And well, Miz ends up coming in because the zigzag attempt was on Mizdow. Miz comes in, tagged in, hits the skull crushing finale, and picks up the victory here. So, looking strong going into Night of Champions for Miz. Protecting the moneymaker, that is. Then we have Seth Rollins backstage with Renee Young, and he's talking about his match with Big E tonight. And it's all about brains over brawn, just like it's going to be at Night of Champions against Roman Reigns. And with Big E, there's a lot of brawn, but he's got the brains. It's almost like, man, could you imagine if Bobby Heenan was still around to be a manager for Seth Rollins? Comment below if you think that would be a good, awesome idea. I mean, if it was 10 years ago for Bobby Heenan, he can't do that shit now, but that would be awesome. Then we have Nikki Bella backstage, and she plans to become the next Divas champ, and everyone's gonna kiss her voluptuous derriere. So it is what it is. John Cena's wife is selling out her ass for everyone to kiss. Then we have Cameron versus Brie Bella. Let me tell you what, this match was horrible. It sucked. Cameron's running the whole thing pretty much in the get-go. Brie, just her, I don't even know what it is. It's boring. And well, she ends up starting to get some yes chants. The fans are trying to rally behind her, but man, Brie Bella picks up the victory. Horrible match. It sucked. It really did. So, really, Night of Champions, seriously, AJ, Paige, or Nikki better win, because if Brie's not going to win. She just can't. It's horrible. Then we have Big E versus Seth Rollins in the main event. Let me tell you, it was a decent match. Seth Rollins ran this, clearly. You could hear every fucking move he called out. And that's totally fine. I understand. You gotta call your moves in the ring to work. It's just, I know Botchamania is gonna have a field day with this one, because you could hear everything. You could also with Cameron and Brie. You could hear everything. It's just, it's getting more and more noticeable. These guys, you gotta do it better. Jerry Lawler was like the king. You couldn't even see his mouth move, and he wasn't that fucking loud. It's gotta be a hard thing to do. I give them respect. They're doing their thing, and well, anyway, going into this, like I said, they talk too much, And but it was a really good match, pretty cool shit. Rollins starts to get cocky as hell, but Big E finally has a comeback because Seth Rollins is running the shit clear as day. And wow, what an awesome fucking suicide dive spear deal that he's got going on there. We've seen it a couple times, but it is cool. It is a badass move, and it is nice to see when somebody like that puts his body on the line to entertain all of you and me. It's all good shit. But in the end here, Rollins, the resilient Seth Rollins, gets a Pele kick, throws Big E into the turnbuckle or the turn post, and then this turns into the curb stomp after 2 turnbuckle posts fucking slams to the shoulder of Big E. And nice victory picked up by Seth Rollins. The brains over the brawn, looking strong going into Night of Champions against Roman Reigns. Who do you think's going to pick up the victory? Comment below. My pick is Roman Reigns. He's got too much freaking fire behind him, and the crowd reaction is just insane. But Seth Rollins is a great talent in its own, but it would not hurt him to lose. It doesn't hurt a heel to have a loss, where a babyface such as Roman Reigns would kill all sorts of shit. So that's my prediction there, and I bet you that's the way it rolls. But then again, there is a huge idea scenario thrown out there. John Cena, Brock Lesnar, humongous fight where Lesnar beats the shit out of Cena just like he did at Extreme Rules 2012. But Cena picks up the victory, becomes the new champ, and Seth Rollins cashes in. I have thought of this as a big scenario, and in November, I guess, they have booked Seth Rollins versus John Cena in a feud, leading into some matches going into that pay-per-view of the month. And what if? What if? I don't know. What if he cashes in and becomes champ? Hey, that's fine by me. Any of the guys from the Shield are all good. Reigns, like I said, always have said, Reigns, in my opinion, was the least to succeed. I always thought Dean Ambrose was the guy. And then Seth Rollins followed behind, and then Roman Reigns. But Roman Reigns has just captivated the crowd, and that's, you can't deny that. So obviously he's going to get the push. He's got that look, and he's got that John Cena, Hulk Hogan mentality. That's just who he is. He does it. So I still think that WrestleMania 31, Brock Lesnar will be champ to face Roman Reigns to get that humongous rocket burst of push up his ass and cram down everyone's throats. And it'll be funny to see all the people that love him now that'll hate him then. That's wrestling. So that's the way it goes, guys. Main event, hey, it was okay. The countdown, and oh, the Monday Night Raw War with Bret Hart was way better. That was good shit. Go check it out on the WWE Network for only $9.99. You betcha. Follow me on Twitter at Rob Kimball Brand. Go to sonsofwrestling.com. Get yourself some cool t-shirts, hoodies, whatever you need. And if you don't see it, contact me on Twitter, my email, my YouTube, whatever you want. You want something, I'll make it. I'll make it available to you any day. I will make it. And seriously, I'm fast. Go ask Christopher Daniels. Go ask Kaz. Go ask Vince Russo. Go ask all the people. How fast is Rob Kimball Brand? That motherfucker's quick. Less than 24 hours. You want a cool ass idea? It's done. And that's the way I roll. Support pro wrestling, and peace.